All right, hey, so we talked at a high level about SOC operations. Let's kind of dig in a little bit and talk about the alert lifecycle. What does that journey look like, and where do you typically see bottlenecks? I'll just throw this one out there. Whoever wants to cover that one first, maybe Ray. Maybe if you want to step in and go for that one first.
Sure. Like basically, it starts with, I don't know if we want to throw up. I think we have a graphic that might be helpful, but essentially
is it this one? Oh, hang on. Let me see. Is it this one right here? Is this the one?
I think we had one other for just the more general alert lifecycle. Yeah. So like from an analyst perspective, it's starting with the triage phase, meaning these are alerts that hit the queue and they're getting fresh eyes on them. They're making that evaluation, which is essentially, is it bad or is it not bad? And then that triggers different workflows. Sometimes that moves directly to an incident because it's clear. Sometimes it results in, I don't have what I need to make a confident decision, so I need to perform a deeper investigation, meaning I need to pull additional data. I need a mechanism for documenting my steps and logging my evaluations of the data and what decisions I made based on it. But essentially, this is just a visual depiction of the workflows, which are the outcomes are it's not bad, which is most things in general by a percentage are not malicious, but they are alerts that we triage to make sure. Sometimes it's somewhere in that middle space where it's not overtly malicious. It may represent some level of risk. It may require more customer environment specific context in order to determine whether it's supposed to be happening or not, or it's clearly malicious and it triggers our incident handling. And when you ask about bottlenecks, I think in maybe a bit of a generalization, but there's some form of limitation to the amount of actual malicious activity, hopefully that's happening in a certain customer environment. It's our job to detect it and respond to it quickly. But I think one of the industry norms and, makes it challenging to monitor so many different assets is vendor alerts are tremendously good at generating tons and tons of alerts, but sifting through them and finding the highest value things is a constant iterative process that we, on a daily, hourly basis are constantly tweaking.
Yeah. Anything to add to that, Ben?
No. This is another thing where good instrumentation is really helpful because you can see specific steps that bog things down and then find some solution. A lot of times the analysts are good at analysis and are able to identify a good solution. But sometimes there are trends that like you can see from a higher level if you look at it and say, okay, we can knock out this entire subset if we do this change.
Absolutely. And I think it ties back to Ben's earlier point too about like we talked about the work time metric. We're able to get really granular with that and see like not just spent on alerts, investigations, or incidents. Yes, we slice it that way, but we also dig into how much time do they spend triaging this specific type of alert and break it down by different environments with something outside of baseline. How much time investigating, our incidents on certain types of activity, are they taking longer and are there opportunities to improve efficiency? Because we view it as like the expectations of analysts with eyes on glass is their job is to be thorough, accurate, and correct in their decision making. We never, ever say work faster because if you want something handled in a certain amount of time, they're going to hit it, but you're going to see quality diminish. So the efficiency component is my job, Ben's job, all of our SOC managers, all of our counterparts on sister teams. How do we, through a combination of people, process, and technology, improve both quality and efficiency and use the data to inform where we focus that prioritization?
Yeah, there's a really good series of books and whatnot by a gentleman named Deming that basically talks about, a bad system beats a good analyst or a good person every time. And so we're going to talk a bit more about the quality and how we measure accuracy and quality in a minute. But a lot of that has to do with, we view that as a system level thing. If we give the people the time to do quality work and we give them training, then like that's ops management's job, not the analyst's job to manage.